Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Monday to you. It's time for Cheer Corner, but you know what? It's not going to be Cheer Corner anymore. It's going to be Sketch Monday or Make It Monday. I'm not sure, but there's a postal strike on now, and I thought, you know what? This is the time to change it up a little bit. But anyway, it's Monday, and I'm super happy to see you. I just want to make sure that oh no, the volume was not up all the way. All right. I hope that we are on target and that things are going to go well from a technological point of view. When I get back to Canada, I am going to order some more stuff, a clip-on microphone so that my sound is better. Today we have a big job. We are going to do 4 sketches out of the Holiday Mini because I really want to get through them in December. So let us take a look. Here we have page 16 of the Holiday Mini, and we're going to do these 2 cards and these 2 tags. So I am using, you can see it right here, this tag is from Marius Trees, and this is the stamp set. And we're also going to add this stamp to you and yours on one of the tags. Now, what's neat about this is that this is a returning stamp set from last year, so you may have forgotten about this great one. And then there's another one. Do you see this background stamp? I'm trying to see. Oh, yes. I thought it was retired, but it is also still available. Fragrant Forest. And I had stamped a bunch of them, probably from stamping through my stash. And I thought, you know what? I am going to use this to make my tag. So that is actually, let's have a look. The first one, right? No, that's a card. Ah, what am I doing? Yes, this is going to be this tag, and I'm going to change it up a little bit. Instead of a circle, I'm using the skates. Okay, so let's have a look. And you know what? Sketches are meant to be interpreted broadly. Okay, so I think that's, totally a reasonable expectation. So the next choice is the ribbon to go through, and I have so many choices. Which one am I going to do? I see that there's some gold on here, so I could use the thin gold, but I'm also a sucker for red when it comes to Christmas tags. And oof. Well, you know what? We're going to use maybe the gold. Let's have a look. Lots of ribbon. I'm still looking for a special ribbon holder. I know there's one from IKEA, but the problem with IKEA is that when you try to order online, they never have what you want. Then you have to go to the store, and simply there's just no time for that before I go to Canada. There is an IKEA probably about a half an hour away from us here, but Gerard is busy and I just, nope, not going to do it. So here we have the skates. I have popped them up on dimensionals, and then here is the Dutch fijne kerst, means kind of like a happy Christmas, wonderful Christmas. And I'm going to pop that up as well. When you don't have, see, it's just the edges left here, then you can either tear it or you can use your scissors and just cut. You can use those extra border pieces. And then I'll show you which sketch I used for this and how I loosely interpreted it. These pieces are from the ephemera packs. Okay, I'm a huge fan of those. So let's take some gold and loop it through from the front to the back. And then I just want to make sure it's long enough. I think it is. And then we'll just do this. And pull, and here you have it. So that's really cute. Fijne kerst with the skates. And that is this one. And what I've done is the big circle is the skates. The smaller one is just this, and I decided not to do the other. I just, instead of 3, all those little things, I just did this because I made a fancier tag in the background, and it's just a really cool idea to use a background stamp to create the background for your tag. I think it looks really awesome. I'm not saying that because, I'm that great. I'm just saying because, you know what? I was just playing, and this is what turned out. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to make this card. And I am using my small Memories and More cards. And I'm toying with the idea. I use a block when I can't find my bone folder. I'm toying with the idea of making an extra background set because this is what I have. I have a tree, I have a base that's going to go across the bottom like so, and then I have this, and it seems just even for me a little bit too simple. So we're going to step it up and we're going to cut a piece of white, and it's going to be 3 inches by 4 inches. So this is the 3 by 4 piece that I have run through the Snowflake Sky embossing folder, and this is a thick one. It's a 3D embossing folder. When you use a 3D embossing folder, then you're using the base plate, number 1, and number 4, okay? And then this goes through, and it goes the hinge first. The fold of the embossing folder goes in first. And a good tip is that if you see the logo and it's that you can read it, that's the way it goes through. For my second card, I'm going to be using an embossing folder that is called So Swirly, and it reminds me of swirling snow. Now this one, I just want to show you the difference. Look how big. It doesn't even show up in the whole thing. This is a square one, and this one is this much bigger. I have my camera a little bit lower today, but it's just huge. It's about 7 by 5 instead of 6 by 5 or 7 by 5 by 8. It's really, really big. But it's not a 3D embossing folder, so it goes through 2 plates. So you're making a sandwich with, see, and it tells you right here, here's number 1. A regular embossing folder is 1 plus 3, an embossing folder, and another 3. So 1 plus 3 plus the embossing folder plus another number 3. Okay? So that's the embossing lesson for today. And I think I just picked up some things that is not good. I would have been looking everywhere for them. Okay, so now we're going to see how much nicer this is going to look. So we have this layer, and I'm going to adhere it right away. It's just a really stunning embossing folder, really delicate. I use it a lot. I have used it for many, many Christmas cards and tags today, not just today, this season. I think I'm getting a little muddled in my head because I have a lot to do, and Saturday I fly back to Chatham. So that's very exciting. Okay, so now we're going to pop up the little tree, and I'm just going to tear a little bit of this off. See? And no one sees the back, so it doesn't have to look pretty. It's not like embroidery. And that's going to just go in the middle. And then hope, geluk, and liefde is hope, love, and joy, I would say. That one's going to have one-dimensional. Oh, I kind of doubled it. That wasn't good. Sometimes things don't translate exactly. And then the last thing is going to be, this is going to get tucked kind of underneath. And I want to do just a little tiny piece of gold. And sometimes it's, I shouldn't say sometimes, it's always in the details. So what I'm going to do is just loop this through. And then, just like so, then I'm going to take a piece of red twine. No, I made an executive decision. We don't have red twine. This is the twine that comes in the Nests of Winter suite. It's an online. So I could go with either the green or the blue or both. So let's see. The blue has started. Sometimes it can be really tricky finding the beginning of the twine. You know, I'm turning it and seeing that could make the decision for me. If I can't find the beginning of the twine, then I wish they would put a piece of tape on here. I'm going to drive us all crazy. I found it by just rubbing along it until something came loose. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a piece about 8 inches, both pieces. Sorry, it's totally focusing on my hand now. There we go. Let's move this out of the way. I'm just going to make this a little longer. I very rarely use up all my ribbon, so I can spare a little tiny piece. So now I'm going to do this. If you have somebody else, a young child or a spouse, you can get them to hold on to that. But I'm just going to tie a ribbon around this. And the whole thing is twisting around, and that's okay. Gently, gently, gently. There we go. Now I have it. And I'm going to make a little loop, make a little bow. There. I want to make my bow smaller. I want it to be dainty. And then give it a little tightness. And trim it a little bit. And there. How cute is that? Okay, so it's in the details. Move that out of the way. My dimensionals are sticking to me. There, and now we're just going to pop that, lay that underneath. And now we've got a cute little card. I wonder if it looks better over top. No. It's cute. Okay, we're going to put that on flat and just add a nice little layer of adhesive. I'm putting a little bit more on than I usually do because it's going on an embossed background. So here we go. Slide it underneath. And here we go. And that is, let's have a look. That's this one? Oh, I'm so bad. I think, oh no, it's this one, but oh gosh, you know what? I think, let's have a look. Oh, this is the card. Oh, Jackie, I'm so confused. Okay, it's this one. So this is the tree, and then I did the saying on the other side, and then this is underneath. This is the card. I'm so sorry. I am so discombobulated today. It's not even funny. Okay, so we have one card, and we have one tag. We're halfway, and I have made many, many errors. Okay, so the next one is going to be a card. And we're going to, I use the postage dies, and then I use the one-of-a-kind snowflake dies, and we have the swirly one. Okay, so let's get our swirly, and it's going to go on our card. And this one is a simple sketch. So here we go. Let me show you the postage one. So here, this is perennial postage. This one was also tricky to find. So lots of great words in here. And then here are the dies. And while I have you, I just made a reel. And take a look. That one's going to be released tomorrow, but this die is also in there. Isn't it just so cool? And I use this background stamp again. So I've been having fun. Maybe my brain is just overloaded because of everything I've been doing today. It's been crazy. And I had a wonderful visit with a fellow Dutch demonstrator this morning. Jolanda Posterkamp was here. Ateljootje for the Dutchies. Check her out. And here we go. So this again was a 3x4 piece of white. Now we're going to put this down. I'm going to pop it up because this is the sketch. The sketch is this one. So we've got the postage thing, and then there's two circles. Instead of circles, I'm doing snowflakes. So we're going to pop up our postage, and I'm just going to put this right down the middle. It's big enough. And this paper is from the Christmas season, I think it's called. And this is the paper where Stampin' Up! Is donating $4 if you buy the paper. And it's going towards literacy. Now they have one underneath and then one underneath at the other side. And I'm going to put one on top. I'm going to make an executive decision. I thought this was sticky. It is sticky. Okay. Here. And now this one is going to go underneath. And usually I use a sponge, but I'm being lazy, so I'm going to just gently put a little bit of adhesive. Oh, there we go. On a few of the spots. And I'll do these ones will tuck under. Okay, so here we go. And because it's only there, and now there's no saying on this yet. This could be a cute little thing to have a little gift card in the inside. I do have a little Merry Christmas here, which we could put right up there. It's not part of the sketch, but that is really cute, isn't it? This reminds me of the 50s. I'm going to put that on there. I'm taking a liberty. Um, and that's okay. A sketch is just something to jumpstart your creativity. So we are also, that's a great form of art when you have repetition of elements. So we have this one and we have this postage one as well. Is that it? That is it. I had this thing I was going to use and we haven't done it. Do I have another tag that I need to do? Oh, yes, I do. Okay, we've done 2 cards and 1 tag. So now we have one more tag. I knew there was something. Here's another tag from the Merriest Trees. And then I did another little postage thing. So that's my theme. This is going to go up here. And then I have this left over. I don't know if you guys saw my reel. It's also a short where I did a watercoloring thing. And then I did watercolor for, look at that, for the Christmas. And you can see the ombre effect. I had a little bit left over and I had enough to do a little dye. And I thought, let's have a look. Where are my Merriest Trees? I think too, you and yours will fit on there. So let's have a look. Yes, it will. And I'm thinking I'm going to stamp it in Pretty Peacock. So just lay it down flat and go like so. Oh yeah, and I will show you which one that is. We're doing this one. Look at that. I got it on the first try. So the circle is the snowflake. That's my little postage stamp. And then we've got a little banner. Okay, so I'm using Pretty Peacock. And when you are using a tiny little font like this, it's super important to tap very gently. Tap, tap, tap. And now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To you and yours. It's a little bit on the low side, but that's okay. Oh, just a minute. I'm really happy about this cute little thing. So this is going to go on flat. And it's really nice to use up your, maybe it's going to go a little bit on the corner, just like the sketch, a little bit towards the bottom. Pop up the snowflake. The snowflake is also from the ephemera packs. And there we go. We can put a little gem in the middle of that maybe. There. And then we're going to pop this up as well. And what I'm going to do here is just cut a skinny little piece. There. So it's the little things that make it beautiful, people. So the different shapes, the different textures, the different dimensions, that's what makes your creation special. And there we go. And now to tie in the blue and the green, we're going to make a loop of this. And I'm going to make it double. Let's see. I've got it all together. We're going to put the loops through the front. Open it up. Maybe that's too long. You know what? It's too much. I got to do it again. I got it. I'm going to do it like this. Double that whole thing. A big fat loop. And open it up. Pull it through. Maybe it's too dark. I think it's too dark. Yeah, not going to do that. This will be for something else. Yeah, it's the pool party is too light. This is just too dark. Okay, so, and I don't know why, but I'm not feeling gold with this one. So we also have silver. And I think the silver looks really nice with the pool party. So we're going to do silver. Sometimes you have to try something that's wrong in order to know what's right. How's that for a moment, a deep expression? It's sometimes like when you're trying clothes on and you put the wrong thing on and you come outside of the change room and you look and you go, oh no. And sometimes that happens more than once. And then when you put the right thing on, you go, oh yes. Well, it's the same thing with cards. So here we have it. That looks really nice. And I think we should put a little gem in the middle. I'm just looking to see if I have any on my desk. I know I do, but it is so buried. Okay, I have these druzy elements. It reminds me of the Druids. I don't know what the I haven't looked it up. If anybody knows the meaning of that, let me know. Stampin' Up sometimes comes up with some real doozers, but that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I think that we are done. Take a look. Here are our two tags. Now, look at, I use the exact same die for these two tags, and yet they look completely different. And then we have this card and this card. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the cards and the tags for today. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, do all the wonderful things. It really does make such a difference. I appreciate you. Don't forget that if you want your orders to arrive by Christmas, make sure in Canada that you order by December 11th. I think in Europe you could probably wait till the 15th or the 16th, but why wait? Just get it done. If you know what you want for Christmas, make sure you tell your people. I do gift certificates. I don't have to mail them. I can give them anywhere in Canada, anywhere in Europe. I can send you an electronic copy of the gift certificate, and they are good to use with me for classes, for product, for PDF tutorials, and even as a down payment for a retreat. So don't forget to, you don't get what you want if you don't ask for it. So anyway, thank you so much. I enjoyed doing this with you, and I'm looking forward to reading your comments and responding to them. Have a super day. Bye.